Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Adrienne Gilliard here with Sandra Bazan, and we're from ELC's Inclusion Team bringing you Behavior Bites Tidbits. Our tidbit topic for today is gentle parenting. Now, this is a topic that we hear all the time on social media. We hear it between our friends and our family. And, we wanted to discuss this topic a little bit more in detail to discuss what it is, what it isn't, and even what it looks like in our classroom. So, gentle parenting is an approach that focuses on empathy, understanding, and respect for the child's emotions in their developmental stage. It involves setting those clear boundaries and those clear expectations for our children. And it's often misunderstood with being permissive or lacking boundaries and lacking discipline and allowing children to do whatever they want to do. So, Sandy and I are going to take a few minutes and talk about that. So, Sandy, what does it look like when we see it in the classroom and when we see it at home?
Well, in both situations and in both environments, like you said, gentle parenting is a philosophy, a way of doing things where we really do focus on it's child-centered, right? So we focus on the child, their feelings, their needs, their wants, providing empathy, providing choices, right? We get down to their levels. We really respect that child both at home and in the classroom. So when we have a child who's been gentle parented at home, when we're doing that transition into the classroom, it should be seamless.
Right.
It should be seamless.
Absolutely.
Gentle parenting is what we expect to see in a really, really nurturing, caring classroom, right? So they're not opposites. There shouldn't be opposites. In fact, one should drive the other, and they're both complementary to each other.
Right.
The fundamental, what we need to understand, right? The basics that we need to understand is that both at home and in the classroom, yes, we do focus on that child. We are empathetic. We do care about their feelings. We talk about their feelings. We talk about choices. But what we don't do is let them run rampant, right? We don't allow for them to just disregard procedures, routines. We implement a classroom and a house that has structure, that is consistent, and that's huge, right? Consistency, and then the follow through. So
exactly. That's where the misconception comes from, is that it has no boundaries and it does none of those things.
That's what I would call lazy, quote unquote. I know. It's a harsh word, but it's lazy, and because it's easy. It's easy to give a child what they want when they want it, right? It's more difficult to kind of get down to their level, understand their wants and needs, and then provide solutions that can be a compromise. I'm not saying that we can't compromise with our 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, right? Or 2-year-olds, but it's in a way that's developmentally appropriate, right? And we are consistent. We provide the structure, we provide the processes, we provide the routine, and then we provide the follow through for any deviances from that. So one is not it. First of all, gentle parenting is a beautiful way to nurture your children at home. Mm-hmm. It is not a free card to give them what they want whenever they want and call it, oh, I'm just gentle parenting. No, that's not what it is. And so when you have a parent that comes to you and advocates for their children, as an educator, I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely, talk to me. How do you do that at home? What does your gentle parenting look like, so that I might be able to model it with modifications, obviously, in the classroom? And then have that conversation with our parents as the teachers, right? Well, and I agree with the gentle parenting, but this is what it's going to look like in the classroom.
And what a beautiful way to bridge any gap that you might have between home and school. To have that conversation and that exchange of what it looks like at home when you do it and how I can implement it in the classroom. You're still taking it back to the parent being the first expert of their child. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. And the other beautiful highlight that we can like place on it is it does focus on that social and emotional learning piece, right? We are interested. I am interested in how you're feeling. I understand you don't want to. However, first we can do this, and then you can do what you want to do, right? So there's a lot of different, there's a big misconception out there. Gentle parenting is not the enemy. It should translate into the classroom because we should be having those caring, nurturing classrooms that are completely founded in empathy and rapport between, you know, the teacher and her students or his students. So one is not the opposition to the other, right? So you can be a gentle parent, you can be a gentle teacher, and you can still have structure, routine, consistency, and follow through.
Very well said, Sandy. Very well said. If you are still experiencing challenging behaviors with any of the children in your classroom, you can always reach out to Debbie Kay on our warm line, where the number is 954-295-0672. We'd like to encourage you to connect with us on our Behavior Bites Zoom that's held every Friday from 1 until 2. Speak to your director about registering. And if you found this video and other videos of ours helpful, please like, share, and subscribe.
Take care.